Jonyp Uncensored. Our newest guest. The man with the most influential team in RFL. The man with a team so dangerous it can beat teams up to a 16-goal margin. The man who proudly thinks he can win it all. The man with the most confident players in game. It's live. It's Jonyp and Awslo.
Welcome everybody to the second episode of Jonyp Uncensored. I'm your host Jonyp. Today, sitting by my side, the Milano manager, Awslo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Johnny. What about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming on this show. Thank you for being here present
Thanks
to
for
answer my
having me.
questions. It's a pleasure to have you. Regarding the most recent 2-1 win against GRTO, what were your thoughts about the game?
Well, obviously, GRTO are amongst one of the best EU teams out there, and we went into the game not underestimating them, because honestly, we were surprised to be facing them. We thought we were going to get Horda, but then they made a big shock defeating Horda, and obviously, we had underestimated them from that point. And obviously, 2-0 win. I couldn't have asked for more from the team, the squad, the boys. I'm just really proud of everyone. And it was a good win, and we move on.
Did you really think you were going to either draw or lose, seeing the opinions of everybody when they knocked Fortaleza out?
Well, we go into these games with every possibility in mind. Obviously, we wanna win, we wanna score goals, and most importantly, we wanna entertain the fans. But everything went right that day, and everything turned out in our favor, so I have no complaints.
Right. You do, at least in my opinion, you are the team with the biggest quality, at least in the Italian side. Do you think that yourself? Do you think that Milano is the team with the highest quality, with the best chemistry, just the best team overall in RFL, in the whole RFL?
Well, it'd be stupid to not think that way, because I think it's the mentality we need to have. The goal of any team, really, any collection of players, is you want to be the best, you want to try to field the best 7 players on that pitch, and you want to have a strong mentality. You want to stay hungry, and you want to go into every game, no matter whether it's a small team or the biggest team in RFL. You want to go in with the mindset that you're going to score goals and that you're going to win the game. So I do think, as of right now, subject to change, that we are the best team in RFL.
That's a great mentality to have. I was talking about the best players, and we have to talk about whatever happened with Ronaldo. He was pissed off at the league. Maybe he was pissed off in the locker room. Can you tell me more, an inside look at what happened?
Well, I think with a certain individual being unbanned during a spontaneous unban wave, I'm not gonna criticize it too much, but Ronaldo left via a reaction. He left with an agenda, a motive, and I don't judge him. I think it's fair that he wants to play in a league where everybody gets the same treatment and everybody is fair. With Ronaldo leaving, it doesn't mean he stopped playing the game. You know, he's actively managing the Milano Academy. He's actively posting new tutorials on YouTube, and I'm very certain that he's gonna return. If it's before season 1 or after season 1, I'm not sure, but I know he's gonna return.
In the spreadsheet, it does say that he is not banned. He is just a free agent.
He is
basically
not banned.
because
He's just.
there was, if I'm not mistaken, there was a time where he said banned, but they corrected that really quickly.
Again, I'm not gonna go into details criticizing the league. Like, my goal is not to insult anyone working in the league, but yeah, I think Ronaldo has been treated unfairly, though. You know, he was banned at one point, then they changed their minds, unbanned him. But yeah, I'll just hope for the best for his return, because in my opinion, even if you look at the spreadsheets, I think Ronaldo is the best player in RFL. I agree to disagree, that's just my opinion.
Now, if you would like to, I'd like to propose a little game of speak whenever you hear a better player than breaking. I'm gonna list off a few players and speak whenever you think a player I've named is better than breaking. Can we start?
Yeah, sure.
QT Vert. Alright. Ryuk. 100x pixels. Right. Kids. Staticone. Maj. Screw. Mez 6K. Insanity. Baby Cool. Abzy.
Well, I think if I can give my can I give my opinion on it, or just is it just a straightforward yes or no?
You can give your opinion on it. I've already gone through the list, to be
Obviously-
honest.
Okay, no, I'll stop you at Absi.
Alright. Do you have any specific opinions about Abzy?
I think Absi is amazing, but I do think that they have two different roles. In my team especially, they both excel at two different things. You know, breaking's your natural goal scorer. Absi can progress the ball. You know, he does everything box to box, and he's a real engine of the team. And breaking, you know, he's clinical whenever he needs to be. He turns up against the big teams. Yeah, I just think they're good in different things.
Well, I was not actually at that point. We're past Baby. I thought you wouldn't say
I know
anything.
Baby cool. I was cause the thing is, in my team, we don't look to be individually good. What's important in a team is that every player, all of these 7 players on the pitch work together with cohesiveness. That's what makes a good team. That's how you're gonna win games. You need to have a coherent team that work together and have good chemistry with each other. So I think I think my attack does. They do different things really good, and it all works together, and that's why it works so good for Milano.
Well, you really have quality all around the pitch, and no one can deny that ever. But you were talking about RFL not being, maybe not being fair to everybody, but a slightly different question. Do you think RFL is what people call a comp league? Have you played in anything that's more competitive than this?
Well, I think RFL has that attraction to it. It's obviously a dev-supported league, so obviously it's automatically gonna be at the top of the food chain. You know, everybody's gonna be there. You're not gonna have a good player that plays in every other side league except RFL. Maybe that's the case now because they haven't been accepting players, but I do think RFL has pretty high standards. And I do think it makes it one of the most competitive leagues. I don't think any other league catches up to its quality of players and teams, really.
It's basically the real football league. It's not any other side league.
Real.
It is the
Not
real
the
football
fake
league.
It's the real league. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, it's my last question. We've already extended this a bit, but it's not the best question to ask, but it's something I myself wanted to know. How did you feel when it's 14-0 against Spezia? You tell freezing Norwegian to go up. How do you feel shortly after he scores a goal? What is your reaction? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I was just laughing. Like I was happy and I was laughing because obviously we had this mentality we were gonna do good against Spezia. They're obviously in our league. We wanted to do good against them. You know, show off that we are gonna do good in our domestic league. I was not expecting us to go double digits in the score. Honestly, everybody on the field was scoring. We were just scoring left and right. So I thought to myself, why not make it a bigger headline than it already is gonna be? Why not set another record? Why not just let Norwegian go up? And obviously he went up. It would probably be wiser to keep him in the goalkeeping role, maybe, but we didn't want to risk them scoring, removing his clean sheet. And yeah, I was just laughing whenever he scored. I was just laughing with the team, and I was just happy. Yeah.
All right, that's all from me. That's all from Awslo. This has been Jonyp Uncensored. I'm Jonyp, your main host, and I'll see
I'm
you all
Awslo.
next time.